I think the saber can just come on quickly, like here, and then go away instantly. Something like that. So let's make them disappear here. So the saber's kind of finishing it off. But here, MGK should be at 0 opacity. I don't think this looks like 0 opacity, right? Oh, here's another PSD. Let's go. So that looks right. So here he's now like disappearing. Okay, nice. That's cool. Something like that. So he disappears here. And here, I want him to fully disappear. And saber animation, we can do here pretty much. So, but we are animating the offset here. And here the wings should be away. So I'm just trying right now to animate something which could make sense. So I'm just like animating different things at the same time. This is not like the recipe to go. Yes, but this could look pretty cool if they appear and disappear like that. Yes. Let's go. That's pretty nice. Yes, that's cool. We can leave this like this for now. And we can also make them appear like that. So maybe here we want them to be at 100, the wings, and here at 0. And of course we are going to add motion blur later. Don't worry, guys. Yes, but we can add motion blur now, so you can see how that would look. Yes. So when the saber comes, we can actually animate the wings off. Like this one, they look too wild. I'm not happy with these keyframes for the camera. So here I want to be, let's say we are changing that anchor, like the point of interest, more to the left. Boom. And now I want to move the camera more to the right. Oh, well, there was a little bit too much of that anchor, of that point of interest. So maybe something like that. I think that's cool. But now it's like lagging. It's crazy. Let's ease these keyframes. This one is a pretty tough one because we have to edit a full video with just having that one photo of Instagram. And yeah, but I think it's turning out really nice right now. So now we have a solid base where we can start editing more and more. Yes, looking good, but the wings, let's animate the wings a little bit more. So this is not enough animation, definitely. So here, let's animate it like crazy. Something like that goes here. And here it goes back down again. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think we can copy that. If we have nailed one choreo, which you really like this one here. I think that looks pretty natural. Like wings could actually move like that. Maybe here they go more down. That's maybe too much at the end. Yes, cool. Let's easy ease them. Nice. Let's copy them with Command C and paste it a couple of times. And let's see how that looks. Nice. And let's see. I also think about with the same technique we could animate MGK like moving with that beat, you know? I think the wings, they're adding some pretty cool animation here. I think we have to fine-tune them, especially if when they come in here. We need to do something crazy. Like they need to come, I don't know, like here. They have to be like inside like that. Like, I don't know. We need to animate like an opening, you know? Like an opening of the wings, you know? Yes, something like that. That's cool. We're getting there. Way better. Like this looks so much more realistic. So now it's time to add some more elements to make this way more exciting. For the vibe, let's import the screenshots I took. I had to make 2 screenshots here. But first of all, let's get also, because I'm also wanting to add some bad comments of some guys. They're like, I don't know why, but they're so stupid. They're just making like weird comments. And let's call this one screenshots. So I made some screenshots of the UI of Spotify, actually, what I think could look pretty cool if we bring them in. So let's bring in the screenshots and just like place them. That's not going to be the final placement, you know. It's always something to tweak. But let's round the edges right away. So we have a cool screen, something like that. And let's, with the rectangle, increase the roundness. And you probably know that workflow by now. We create now a shape which we're going to use as a mask. So open up track matte here and set this to the mask. And now you can, if needed, you can fine tune it here a bit. Like maybe we don't even need that sidebar. I think that is totally fine for us. Let's bring that into our main comp, like the first screenshot. Boom. Nice. Let's make it a 3D layer. And now we can place it in 3D space. Yes. That is looking super dope. Like that right away. If we are going to add here more elements like comments and stuff floating around, this is going to be sick. And yo, he's fading in here. Let's change that to a blending mode like screen, for example. And increase it. Yes, or let's say we go for the normal blending mode. Oh no, here we're in the normal blending mode. And let's just drop the opacity a little bit, like 70. Please give me the playback. Please, 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 please. It's lagging again. I think we need a break. But it looks so cool. I want to keep going. Now the fun part begins, because now we have a concept. We did bring some elements. And now the fun part begins, where we add that cool, UI of Spotify, for example. Let's open it up again. I don't know, my computer right now is not doing what I want him to do. Here, 3D camera, MGK. Yes, sir.
Telling you over and over again and all of these songs, but they don't hear nothing that I'm writing. Too busy trying to write me off, and they go on and on.
Oh, yes. Yes, please. That is bringing in some good vibes. So that is bringing in some really cool dimensions. So because when we add now stuff in 3D space, it's going to look really three-dimensional, and I love that look. So let's bring in the second screenshot I took of that song. Let's use this one as a track mat. Let's make sure nothing is cut out. So here we need to move it a little bit to the left. Yes, something like that. Let's drop it. No, let's increase it to 100. Yes, I think it's too curved. Is it? Let's set the roundness down to here. We can also bring in that screenshot with a scale or a position through. Maybe a scale. So we are keyframing the scale of that screenshot. But this has to happen like way faster. I need that instantly to drop in. No, it's so much cooler if it's already there. Okay, nice. Here I want to circle it more. Here I already want to be more on the left. Yes. And the character that I've been playing is really just broken and fucking. Character that I've been playing is really just broken and fucking lost. When the music stops, and the character that I've been playing is really just broken and fucking lost. I swear. When the music stops. And the character that I've been playing is really just broken and fucking lost. I swear I've been telling you. Nice. Okay. That's pretty cool. And here. Here we can add that second screenshot. Let's make it a 3D layer, of course. And yes, let's see where we can place that. Let's move it a little bit forward in C space, scale it down. Since this is all dark UI, it's pretty cool that we can actually make that screen. Yes, we should add some songs like that. Oh, this is going to look so cool if we add like a couple of these in here. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, just yes. Cool, I'm happy. Let's do one more thing. Let's copy that camera with Command D and make sure we are, turning it all the way up. And now we are going to pre-comp the MGK here and also the saber and also the wings. Yes, we also want the wings. So we want that whole character in one comp so we can animate it a little bit more. So let's pre-comp that and call this one MGK talent. Boom. And here, so my idea is to actually make his head like move on that beat. This is going to be pretty hard. So we have everything pre-comped in here. Wait. Let me think. We need to create a different comp. Yeah, this is not going to work. Damn it. First of all, let's bring that back. We should have created a comp for our solo talent. So let's do that. MGK solo PSD, we're creating a new comp, and this comp we are dragging in here, and we need to place that exactly where the mask is here. So let's copy that position, copy that scale, and the rotation orientation is the same. And also we want to copy that opacity keyframes here onto our talent, and now we can delete that one again. So why did I do this? Because I want to edit MGK to kind of move his head to the beat. We can do this pretty much the same way as we are animating the wings. So let's jump into the MGK solo comp, and now I'm going to, here's MGK. I choose the puppet tool here up to the top, and now I'm like creating some points where it usually you move when you go with the beat. It's going to be hard to not make it look weird. Yeah, maybe something like that. Let's bring up the keyframes, and let's say here it's going to move down. All right, yeah, that is perfect. I think that's pretty cool. That looks natural. And if we now copy that keyframes here and maybe place that one here. What if we ease them? The head goes too much down, I think. Let's delete them again, and let's say he slightly moves to the right. Is that too much? Let's copy that. It's so hard to make it not look weird. Maybe I need to put more puppet things on his head. Maybe something like that. So now we move. No, that's weird. No, that's weird. Maybe less. Nope, we need more. I'm not the puppet master. Iman Ghazi is. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, that's here the keyframes, and now that looks good. I think that's good. It just has to be really, really slight, like really slightly. Yes, I think this is it. But it has to be faster, like way quicker. Like we have that beat going on, you know?
Who am I when the music stops? The character that I'm playing is really just broken.
Okay, you're like that. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. So a little bit faster, so like bum, bum. Yes, something like that. That could work. Let's copy that and go here. Done. Maybe slower. Let's see how that looks. Just paste it. Boom. Shingakali is vibing. Let's go. Let's see how that looks.
Who am I when the music stops? And the character that I've been really just broken if you fucking long.
This is definitely looking better.
Who am I when the music stops? And the character that I've been playing is really just broken and fucking lost.
I think we can animate even more. Like we can give them some more puppets. Let's animate the whole body slightly. So it's kind of like he's moving. I don't know, something like that here. But not his legs, like that's it. Here, maybe like slightly. Okay, that looks so weird. I think these keyframes are totally fine. Like, let's stick with that. Yes, let's don't do too much here. Otherwise, I think it's going to look super weird. But wait 1 second. Maybe we should also move. No. That's not what I meant. Well, if we select this one, and that one. Yes. Oh, we can select a couple of puppets at the same time. Yes. This is good. So let's delete them again. Let's select this one as well. Yes, and now he's not moving. Well, the one before was actually pretty good. Like this one. Now figuring out. Okay, no, this one looks weird. Come on. Yes, this looks organic. Hopefully, we finally made it. Boom. I think we can stick with that for now and move on to the next part. So we get it some flow.
Well, my music stops. The character that I've been playing is really just broken.
Yeah, now he's like moving.
Well, when the music stops. And the character that I've been playing is really just broken.
Oh man, I can feel this song. Like, this is crazy.
Well, when the music stops.
I love that here right now to create that. So let's create some text coming in. So I've actually downloaded some fonts to match so here's the lyrics. So who am I when the music stops is the first one we are going to animate. So let's create a text layer with Command T. And let's call this who am I. And now let's find the font. Where is the font? The font is here. Circ handwriting. So let's apply Circ handwriting. Yes, this is going to look pretty cool. I would say we copy the text layer and we are creating an extra text folder. It's called lyrics. Boom. And let's create who am I. Copy that. And we need, let's say, we do 16:9. This works for us. Let's paste the text here. Who am I when the music stops? Come on, guys. Copy that. Thank you. Increasing the size. And now I'm centering. Align and center. So let's drop that who am I into the comp all the way to the top. But this is, I don't know if that is cool because it is outlined. My bad. Let's say we want to fill that and no stroke. That is looking correct. Main comp, here is who am I. And we are making this one a 3D layer for sure. And now we are moving it more to the front because I wanted to have it around here. I want the lyrics to happen.
Well, when the music stops. When the music stops. Well, when the music stops.
Let's maybe we can animate it with a mask. Let's say we create a rectangle mask around that layer here, and we are feathering the edges like crazy. Let's say we are feathering 200, and now we are editing the mask path in the and at the beginning we want that mask to be all the way to the left, which is going to be here, and at the end we want it to be all the way to the right. So we should have a cool, yes, something like that. I think that is pretty cool. Like if we are using that type for all the, yes. Maybe that's a little bit too fast. Yes, something like that. How does it look?
Who am I when the music starts? Who am I when the music starts?
I like that, guys. I like that direction of this project.
Who am I when the music starts?
I think we're going a pretty good way. Of course, I had this idea in mind, but it's always, I didn't know if it was cool and if it's going to work out and if I should put in the work, but guys, it's always worth it.
Who am I when the music starts? Who am I?
Yes, if it starts earlier.
Who am I when the music starts? Who am I when the music starts?
And a little bit faster. Okay, let's bring in the song in here as well. We're going to create all the text in here. So let's duplicate it with Command D. We have the correct length. And let's just keep on creating here. Who am I when the music stops? So here we definitely...
When the music stops.
So here we need to, change the size of that mask. So we actually have to delete the whole mask path. Something like that here. And now we can animate it and let's say, okay, we want that at the beginning to be, at the end to be all the way to the right. And at the beginning, we want it to be all the way to the left. Bro, just give me that window. Yes.
And the character that. Who am I when the music?
Ease out. And this one we are going to ease in.
Who am I when the music stops? And the character.
Okay, I just had another idea which I directly want to do before I forget it. So let's Google for Machine Gun Kelly and let's drop some photos of him being a different character. This one looks pretty cool. Let's see if we have a good quality. Let's search for some wallpapers. And here we can hopefully download some cool videos. So he says, who am I when the music stops? He's talking about how he has so many characters. Let's download this one. It's pretty dope. Yeah, we definitely need one of these, like at the MTV Awards. And let's use something like that. Then here, definitely going to take this one too. So I think for now these photos are enough. Come on, bro, please download it for me. Maybe this project has the potential to actually, get the attention of Machine Gun Kelly. If I put in enough work, this could work out. That would be pretty cool. I mean, if I really hit his vibe now, if I really put in the work and hit his expectations, his style, and like hit his motions, this could be a really cool project. I haven't actually thought about that, but this could actually have the potential. That would be really cool. But my internet says, nope, you're not going to make it, bruv. You're not going to make that. Connect with the Wi-Fi, please. Guys, let me live my dream life. Please, guys, make it possible. I want to work with Machine Gun Kelly. Damn, yeah. This is a pretty good picture, I think. Let's get this one. Ooh, actually, I just had an idea. So what if we grab pictures that we can actually cut out? So we can, we should grab some pictures where we can cut out Machine Gun Kelly and add him as a PNG, like in 3D space, because this is 100% matching the vibe of the video, since we are working with PNGs anyways. So please, I already have downloaded 2 of them, so I'm trying to, have more. Yeah, I think, ooh, these are pretty good as well, but nope. Let's put them into the PNGs folders. Now here, okay, my computer is totally not willing to, bro, please. Sometimes me and my computer have hard times as well, guys. Even if an easy project like that's not a hard project right now. There's not a lot to render. I'm being pretty kind, you know, and still the computer is not doing what I want him to do. But maybe tomorrow is another day. So we are making this one. I have 3 minutes left on the SD card, so fuck it. And let's select our object here. Just choose here in Photoshop the object selection tool. Boom. It should make a good selection, but if you need to correct something, use the quick selection tool. Do not mess it up. And here I need to deselect that area. We don't need that. We don't need that. The rest is looking fine. Let's mask it here down below. You can just mask it. That works for me. Export it. No, we don't need a PNG because maybe you want to jump back into that edit. So let's make Command Shift D. No, Command Shift S. Sorry guys for saving. Let's call this first one MGK. Copy that, save it, boom. Jump into the next one. Here, do the same thing again. Here, object selection, and we are selecting MGK. Yes, let's take that for the team. Command Shift S, save it as number 2. Boom. Okay, next one. I think about making all of them black and white. I think that's going to work better because otherwise we have too many different colors and that's not looking good. With too many colors, you want to really limit your color palette. Yes, to make your footage, your screen, your animations, your videos in general look good. So make sure you correct everything with your quick selection tool.